Hello, 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 my beautiful friends. Your boy Seth here, bringing you a look at Beacon Pines, a game that, an upcoming game from Hiding Spot Games. Huge thanks to the developers for giving us the chance to play the game early, give it a look, show you guys kind of what the game is like, and, you know, produce review content here on the YouTube channel as well as on the podcast. So, definitely check that out as well. I will have some links in the video description for you to take a look at that. But for this, we're just going to do a little Seth Plays. We're just going to show you the first, I don't know, 30 minutes or so of the game, show you what it's like on the Nintendo Switch, and kind of show you why this game is special. So I did play this game as a demo during Steam Next Fest already, so if you've seen that video, some of this may be kind of familiar to you. But we are getting a look at just the way the game actually opens in practice running here on the Nintendo Switch. I should also say that this is a pre-release version of the game, so I am playing the game right now, recording this about 10 days ahead of the game's release, so the developers have said that there will be a pre-launch patch. So this is a near final build that you're seeing here, but it is not necessarily 1,000, you know, percent indicative of the final product. So if we do run into any bugs or anything like that, just bear that in mind. The version of the game that you're playing is going to be the true final version. So let's dive in. I am so excited.
Allow me to introduce you to my book. Though it might at first appear like many books you've come across, it is far from ordinary. You may, therefore, have some misunderstandings about its nature. The story that awaits you has not been fully told. In fact, its conclusion is not yet known, even to myself. It is in that way that my book is special. It is in that way that you are special. Without you, there is no story. Chapter 1. Normal isn't what it used to be.
I love this. For those who don't know, Beacon Pines, the developer sort of self-describes this as like a cross between Winnie the Pooh and Twin Peaks. And that is a very good cross-section of my interests, and it's a very good way of describing what Beacon Pines is.
This is a story about change. Nestled in a shallow valley is the town of Beacon Pines. Far from the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, a young boy walks alone at dawn. His name is Luca Van Horn, and like you, dear reader, he's here for a reason.
This is our main character, Luca Van Horn. As you can see, the game has got this gorgeous, you know, painterly art style. Hey Dad, how are things going? Today's the first day of summer vacation. I start middle school next year, I guess. I was 6 years old when you died. And it's been 6 years now. From here on out, you'll have been gone longer than you were here. You know, this line stuck out to me, I think, when I played the demo too. That's totally the way that, like, I look at things. And did look at things when I was a kid too. Just like that hyper-analytical... I bet Luca's a Virgo. Feels like that should mean something. Mom always said that this tree was your favorite spot in the world. Me too. Hey Luca. I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo was Luca's closest friend.
Good old Rollo.
He possessed many fine qualities, but subtlety was not one of them.
Well, after I banged on your door till your gran answered, and after I checked the pond, and climbed up to the treehouse, then I knew I'd find you here.
Rollo finally noticed the tears swelling in his friend's eyes, and the flowers on the grave.
Oh, yeah, right. You said your mom always did this on your dad's birthday. Yeah. I didn't know if you were gonna keep doing that now that your mom's gone too. She's not gone. She's just... missing. Sorry, I meant to say since she went missing. She's gonna come back, Rollo. Of course she is. Okay, Dad. See you next time. I think I'm ready to get out of here. Sure, lead the way. I wasn't sure if there was anything else you could do there at the gravesite or not. I love these little, like... Oh, that's so cute. Oh, wow! I don't think I unlocked that in the demo. Okay. So, okay. This probably looks weird from the outset. Okay, she's gonna explain.
I had a good feeling about you from the moment you opened my book. That charm is a very special thing. Very special indeed. Keep hold of it for now. Its purpose will reveal itself soon enough.
Yeah, so that is kind of part and parcel of the entire sort of gameplay, the central gameplay mechanic of Beacon Pines. These charms that can change the story. So, I didn't realize that you could unlock one so early. That's cool. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. The whole reason I was looking for you. I was wondering if you'd ever get to that. I found the perfect way to start our summer. How's that?
Rollo looked to the side suspiciously.
Not here. They might be watching. They who? Shh, not so loud. We need to do this in a secure location. Mission control. Alright, I just have to tell Gran, then we can head out. What are you gonna tell her? I don't know, I'll think of something. It's all the same to you, I'll meet you at the welcome sign. Your Gran still kinda wigs me out. I don't do well with new people. She moved in like half a year ago. Just meet me at the sign when you're done. Suit yourself, I won't be long. Alright, let's tell Gran.
Dear reader, forgive me for this interlude. Remember that charm you found in the dandelion patch? There are more of those special charms to discover throughout Beacon Pines. They've been known to reveal themselves to those who are willing.
This is a really small detail that I notated in the demo, and I'm gonna notate it again because I still really like it in the final game, and I feel like this will be lost on a lot of people.
Some of them can be found in this very house.
As somebody who does like audio engineering and things like that, and just like has a really I guess detail-oriented eye for audio, I love that they left her breaths in the audio recording. In a lot of narrated experiences like this, they will take away the breaths, they'll cut the breaths and things. The natural, you know, sounding breaths between sentences. But they left it in with this. I really like that.
Fire. She kept a warm house, as if by grandmotherly obligation.
We got Ponder.
One of his father's old stethoscopes. Luca had spent countless hours listening to anything and everything with it.
Like that,
Not for
right
years,
there.
Though.
It's such a small, subtle thing, but it really, it does such a, like that's a tiny, teeny thing, but it really makes you feel like somebody's actually reading the story to you versus just like a robotic voice, just a disembodied voice. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like there are going to be a lot of people who don't appreciate that, but I do.
The house was more peaceful, more orderly, and more covered in flowery fabric.
I would be very curious if that was like a conscious, intentional thing, or if it was just easier to leave the breaths in, or if it was both.
Just some dusty knickknacks.
Okay, I think Gran is out back, if I remember correctly. Should I just like try to head upstairs and...
Luca paused at his parents' bedroom door. He just wasn't ready to go in yet. Gran had commandeered the upstairs closet when she moved in. Some things need shelter from a young boy's mischief, she said.
Getting some charms, collecting some charms here before we head out to see Gran.
Gran's bed was undisturbed. Luca didn't mind that she had a habit of falling asleep in front of the fireplace. It meant that he could read late into the night.
And I love the voice actor, the actress who is narrating this game too. She does such a good job.
Luca tossed on his favorite old sweater. Even though it was the first day of summer, a chill still hung in the air. Gran's moving in meant that most of Luca's things had been crammed in the corner. Luca was somewhat annoyed by the situation.
And the music is so good. I mean, just listen to that backing acoustic, soundtrack there for a second. Listen to that. The way it swells. For me, it really kind of fires on all cylinders. Like, it just... Gorgeous art, great writing, cool details, and interesting gameplay mechanic, great music, characters.
The only piece of furniture Gran had brought when she moved in was an old hutch. A pair of dull scissors, a broken can opener, a mostly empty bottle of glue, and some loose string.
We're just racking in the charms right now, dude.
Crowded the refrigerator, each labeled for the day of the week.
These will come in handy. Wait until you guys see how these are actually implemented in the game. Here's Gran.
This is quite exciting. I am now certain that you are the one I've been waiting for all these years. You'll recall I was a bit coy regarding the use of charms earlier. Excuse me, I tend to have a flair for the dramatic. You are about to encounter your first turning point. There are certain times in this tale when everything hinges on a single word. Step forth, dear reader. Young Luca would spend hours hiding in the bushes, waiting for a chance to jump out and startle his mother. She always enjoyed humoring him by feigning terror.
I wonder if I could have gotten hide there.
A sturdy old wheelbarrow.
I wonder if that was another place that I could have unlocked hide had I not unlocked it earlier.
A beginner's guide to gardening laid open on the bench.
Hey Gran, I'm gonna go hang with Rollo for the day. See you later. Hold up now. Where are you and Rollo headed exactly? Oh, nowhere special.
The less Gran knew, the better for everyone involved.
See, so this is a turning point. So, I can put in whatever word I want here, and there'll be completely different dialogue or maybe even story paths based on what I put here.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
We were just gonna go chill for the day.
The best lies are built on truth.
You boys are always in a hurry to do nothing. We stick to what we're good at. We'll make sure you're done chilling in time for supper.
Easy. Impressive. You've managed to navigate your first turning point without too much of a mess. That is the power of charms. A single word can change everything. I think it's time to introduce you to the Chronicle.
So the Chronicle, this is like the big gameplay thing here.
The decisions you've made. You can see the turning point, which has been revealed. At any time, you can use the Chronicle to go back and invoke different charms, creating new branches. Luckily for us, this is the one and only turning point where the charms won't dramatically alter fate. It's the perfect opportunity to experiment with rewriting things.
A grand jury. I like that. So we could adjust this and turn... We're just gonna go hide for the day.
We were just gonna go hide for the day.
hide.
Traditionally, when one is trying to hide something, they avoid literally using the word hide.
Yeah, I guess Rolo bet some other kids that we could beat them at hide and seek. Are you a little old for that? It's not like there's much else to do around here. Well, make sure you boys are done playing your little game in time for supper.
All's well that ends well.
So, but we could go back into the Chronicle, and we could change this to say we were just going to go ponder for the day.
We were just gonna go ponder for the day.
Oh, really? What are you boys going to ponder on such a lovely day exactly?
This was Luca's chance to sell his alibi.
You know, big stuff, small stuff, medium, mostly medium pondering.
Nailed it.
Well, make sure you don't overburden yourself with a preponderance of pondering. Huh? Oh, forget it. Off with you now. So, as the narrator kind of told us, this was a very low-stakes example of how to use a turning point and the Chronicle. Oh, and Luca, you and Rolo stay out of trouble. I know. First objective, get into trouble with Rolo. Yeah, so that was a very, like, kind of, like, low-stakes example of how to use the Chronicle, and a turning point. And I believe, as the narrator said, like, that's the one and only kind of consequence-free, you know, usage of it. So, that's kind of the main gameplay gimmick of Beacon Pines, and we'll go a little bit further here. I don't want to spoil too much for you all, so that you can go out and buy the game and play it for yourself, but we'll get a little bit further. Dang it, Rolo. Because I will say, another thing about Beacon Pines is...
For a town that saw few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Beacon Pines is darker than it seems. There's definitely a little bit of a sinister undertone to it. The game goes places you might not necessarily expect. But I don't want to spoil that for you. I want to let you discover it on your own.
Chapter 2. Welcome to Beacon Pines. For many years, this valley had been a small mining outpost. It wasn't until Sharper Valentine built his fertilizer company that Beacon Pines was established. Over the next 30 years, the town had grown and prospered, until the foul harvest and his sudden death. In the 6 years since, everyone was simply trying to get by.
So here we are. We've got a bunch of new characters to meet. Again, you know, there's a lot of, like, history. Kind of has, like, Night in the Woods vibes, where you're part of this, like, small, tight-knit town, core cast of characters, and you really are kind of involved with the history of the town. There's a lot of, like, lore and stuff to it. If you like games like that, like Night in the Woods, if you like fiction like Twin Peaks, which again the developers have compared this game to, then I think you'll really like this. So let's maybe meet a few of these characters and give you guys a feel for some of the other characters, and then maybe we'll call it, and I'll let you all discover the rest of the game for yourselves. So let's talk to some of these folks here. Hey, Mr. Kerr. Hey there, pal.
William Kerr was the CEO of Perennial Harvest Company. He had become a fixture around town over the past few years. After the failing of Valentine Fertilizer, the town was hungry to welcome a new source of employment.
Excited for the big festival? Oh, sure. Come on now, when I was your age, there's nothing more exciting than a town festival. The food, the music, the dancing. Sounds pretty alright. You're gosh dang right it is. I'm looking forward to letting off some steam myself. Make sure to invite all of your little friends. I couldn't keep Rolo away if I tried. Excellent! Sorry, Luca, I've got to get back to the proverbial grindstone. Our harvest awaits and all that. Who's this now? Sorry, young Mr. Van Horn. Can't talk now. Very busy with preparations.
Mayor Augustus Valentine was not busy.
Oh, sorry, Gus. How many times do I... It's Mayor
Flustered, Gus instinctively loosened his tie.
Alright, what can the Mayor of Beacon Pines do for you today? Oh, just saying hi, I guess. Well, good day to you too, young Mr. Van Horn. Whoa, what was that? A new charm, perhaps? Look at that. Look at that. Getting my lean on. Love it. Hey, Mr. Sinclair.
Mr. Sinclair continued snoring and lifted one eyelid just enough to see who it was, a tactic he often used to avoid undesirable conversation.
Respect. It's interesting that, some of the characters engage with you fully in conversation and have, like, you know, full vignettes where they have, like, character art that pops up and things like we saw with the mayor and Mr. Kerr back there. And, like, I assume we'll see with this group here, but some of them you just sort of talk to... I wonder if that's to denote, like, characters that will have moments in turning points versus kind of more side characters, NPCs. Come on, Andy, grab his wallet. Sorry, I can't. Do it or we pound ya. Yup. Oh, I remember that Rhino character just says yup. Yeah, but my mom said, yeah, but. If I had a nickel for every yeah, but, I'd be the freaking king of nickels. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. Friend Micah from the Nintendo Pals there. Yup. Mr. Van Horn, do you have a moment? It's just Luca. Golly, I'm sorry. It's my first week at Perennial Harvest.
He pulled a pen from the pocket of his sweater vest and began to frantically jot something down on a clipboard.
Wonderful. It won't happen again. If we're going to be on a first-name basis, then you can call me Pete. Oh, nice to meet you, Pete. Sorry, what are you writing? Oh, just documenting. Gosh, it's exciting to be part of something so darn special. You know, it's not just about new fountains and phone booths. We're gonna change the world. And it all starts here in Beacon Pines. Isn't that amazing? Uh-huh. Anyway, I'd better get... Oh, that reminds me. We'd love to hear your thoughts. My thoughts? You bet. If we're gonna change this town, we need to get every detail right. That sounds intense. Huh. Changing the world is intense. So, what do you say? Could you answer a few questions? I guess if it's quick. Wonderful. Open to answering a few quick questions. One down. See, it's not that hard, is it? Oh, okay, we're going already. Question 2. What is something you love about Beacon Pines? I've never really thought about it before. Perfect! It's the only place I've lived. See, that wasn't so painful.
Pete stopped scribbling and glanced up from the clipboard.
Was it? I guess not. Huzzah! Our first 3 questions answered in record time. Are you literally writing down everything? Thank you so much for your time. I need to process these answers. We can save the rest of your thoughts for later. Okay. Our harvest awaits. So yeah, that's pretty much, you know, the vibes here of Beacon Pines. You know, you've got a small, tight-knit, cast of characters. This is not even close to being all the characters, but kind of all takes place in this town, learning about the history, and again, the story goes to some pretty crazy and somewhat dark places, darker than you would think. Here's Jetson. No bites this morning, I'm afraid. Come to think of it, can't remember the last time I reeled one in. But hey, it was never about the catch. This is where I come to think. Yeah, that's what my dad used to do here. That reminds me, if you ever want his chair back, I've taken to standing recently. Keeps me from falling asleep at the reel. If you don't mind, I think it should stay. Not at all. An empty chair makes for a great listener. We love that.
Whenever Luca saw his dad's chair by the pond, it reminded him of the days they'd pack up a couple of sandwiches and fish until sundown.
Oh wow, I don't think I did this in the demo.
Luca opened the tackle box and picked the perfect bait.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to... Do I go for tickle or junk? I kind of want to see what happens with tickle.
Luca gently baited a feather onto the hook.
Oh.
Good for skimming the surface.
Give it a good cast now. To reel in a bit faster. Okay. Oh, whoops, I need more bait.
Luca gently, good for skimming.
Yeah, I definitely did not see this in the demo. Maybe I just missed it. Oh, I might have screwed that up. Yeah, okay.
Luca tied
Let me try
a shoe. What
this.
fish could resist it?
Let's try this. Okay. That's cute.
Luca gently.
Oh, so I
baited
can
for
actually do
skimming.
both, and it has a little check mark next to the junk there. Hey! Check us out. We'll all be switched. It's your old rubber ducky. Just a little drooling ball of fur when you lost that. Cried for days. I told you it'd turn up. I wonder how much stuff we can pull out of this.
Luca gently baited. Good for skimming.
I was not expecting this to come up. Oh, there it is. Okay, so same one. Maybe I need to do the... I might have to either leave the memory or... Because, yeah, I mean, I've done them both. Or, I bet what I need to do
Luca gently
is come
baited for
back when I
skimming.
have another charm. And maybe I can get, like, a third or fourth thing or something. Really interesting. So, okay. I think this is going to be where we call this particular video. Again, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick look at the game, kind of show you how some of the mechanics work, show you how the game runs on Switch. I've played the PC version of the game, I've played the Switch version of the game now. To be honest, I can discern, I think there's pretty much perfect parity. I can't discern any real difference, in terms of performance or visuals or anything. The game looks gorgeous, this painterly art style. Great music, great characters, interesting central concept as you've seen. Great writing, great narration. So yeah, for me, this game is definitely well worth a look. Again, I do want to kind of say that just in terms of a content warning, there are some darker themes in this game. Despite how cute it all looks, there are definitely some darker themes. Definitely look out for the video review that'll be coming for this game here on the channel, as well as we're going to have a full discussion about the game on our podcast, and links to all of that stuff will be in the video description. So Beacon Pines available on the Nintendo Switch eShop. So definitely give it a look. And yeah, until next time, guys. Bye.